Rangers take 2 out of 3 against the A's. This is the Roundup. Welcome in, everybody, to the Texas Rangers Roundup. I'm RD. How are we doing? Happy Monday to you. Another beautiful weekend of baseball. The Rangers, hey, guess what? They won a series. Yeah, it's against the A's. You know, a team that is soon to be, probably as of Monday night or Tuesday, will be a 100-loss team. But you got to beat the bad teams. You got to get those dubs. You got to stack them, baby, because it's a playoff push time. It's almost postseason, and I'm here for it. Now let's talk about the games. Friday's matchup. A's won 6-3, and I thought it was I was like, this is it. It's over. They're gonna get swept by the freaking A's. They're gonna lose every one of these games, and I was so down on it. But hey, 6-3. Athletics put up 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Rangers put up 3 runs on 9 hits and 0 errors. It wasn't terrible baseball. They come out swinging. They've been hot in the first inning lately, and it's great to get things going, but you've got to be able to just seal the deal, baby. I mean, they scored 2 in the first and then 1 in the fourth and nothing again, and the A's just kind of peppered the innings with some runs here and there. They only went like 4 scoreless innings. So wasn't too terrible, but it is what it is. And, obviously, you had 11 guys left on base. Total bases was 13 compared to the A's 20. Your top performers were Ruiz. He went 2 for 4, home run, 2 RBIs and a run. Seager 1 for 4, home run, a hit by a pitch, 2 RBIs and a run. And then Sweet, he threw 2 innings. 0 hits, 0 ERA, 2 strikeouts. So that's really it. I mean, it was an all right game. You're sitting there watching it, and you get your hopes up real early. And I think that's just now when I see it in the first, I'm like, oh, God. When they score in the first inning, they usually lose. It's crazy. But enough of that. Let's talk about the wins. Saturday, I said that weird, right? It came off my tongue. The wins. Anyways. Rangers win 3-2 and a nail-biter. Will Smith gets the win. Urseg gets the loss. Chapman gets the save. Chapman is just – his pitching is just erratic and wild lately. I don't know what's going on. But you're on the edge of your seat just wondering where the hell the ball is going to end up when it releases his arm. I mean, it's going 105 miles an hour, but you don't know where the hell it's going. Rangers actually don't score till the 6th inning on this one, then tack on the winning run in the 7th. Now, the A's scored 2 in the 7th, and – you're like, okay, well, they tied it up, and then Rangers fight back, get the lead again, but then they didn't give up another run. Not bad baseball, to be honest with you. Nothing crazy that sticks out other than, Seager's OPS is over 100. It's 1.043. I mean, it's over 1,000 at this point. It's awesome. Garver's up there at 924. Seager's, he could very well be the MVP. I know he's the MVP of the Rangers at the moment. I mean, he's just killing it. He really is. Yeah. There's not much else you could say about it other than, let's talk about the top performers. Newcomb and Geloff for the A's, and then Garver went 1 for 1, 2 walks, hit by a pitch, and then a run. Now, again, total bases, they're dominated 11-5 by the A's. Left on base, they left 9 compared to 10, so that's a good thing. Stolen bases, Rangers didn't register a stolen base here. Now, Sunday. We got a 9-4 win this afternoon. Rangers, again, put up 3 in the first inning. They come out swinging. I think Semien led it off with a home run, if I'm not mistaken. He's been hitting so many freaking home runs, it's bonkers. So anyways, 9-4, Athletics score 4 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. Rangers, 9 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. They put up runs, right? First inning, 3. 5th inning, they put up 2. And then the 6th inning, they put up 4. So the Athletics only scored 4 runs, and it was all in the 3rd inning. I'm sitting there watching them. I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, why did we get a lead? And then we just piss it away. Like, oh, we don't need this. And so looking at it, did I mention who Heaney got the win, Medina got the loss. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Now, top performers, all Rangers this time. Semien, 4 for 5, 2 home runs, a double, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs. Heaney, 3 and 2/3 inning pitch, 4 hits, 0 ERA, or earned runs, I should say, not ERA. 6 strikeouts, and then Seager went 2 for 5, home run, a double, RBI, and 2 runs. Just pretty good stuff there. Total bases, this is 27 for the Rangers compared to the A's, got 14. No stolen base again, and then left on base, numbers much, much more manageable, 5. You know what I mean? A's left on base, 10 runners. That's where you start. When you're getting these guys on base and you can't get them in, that is frustrating, and eventually the bats have got to come alive. But, yeah, lots of hits, a lot of action in this one. And then, you know what we do now? We look ahead. They're actually going up to Toronto to play the Blue Jays for 4 solid games. It's a good thing and a bad thing. And then they head on over to Cleveland to fight the Guardians from Friday to Sunday. So you got 7 straight games. They don't get another break, I think, until the following Thursday. So a lot of baseball to be played. And the Blue Jays themselves, they are in, where the hell? Third in the AL East. They're 80-63. They just finished up pounding the Royals this weekend. Now, listen, the Royals aren't good, but that's what you got to do. You got to beat the bad team. So they swept the Royals. Had a little bit of a hiccup with the A's last Wednesday, but ultimately the Blue Jays are a pretty solid team. Now, looking at the Cleveland Guardians, they're second in the AL Central. They're still playing. They're losing to the Angels, so they're probably going to lose. They're 68-75, all right? Like I said, this is important because the Blue Jays are a half game up on the Rangers for the wild card. We'll look more into that in a second. Let's go over the standings in the American League West. We'll start with the West. How about that? Oh, yeah. Houston Astros, 82-62 with a .569 win percentage. They're obviously in first place. They're 37-35, 45-27 away. They just got done beating the hell out of the Padres. Last 10 games are 6-4. Mariners are starting to slip. 79-64 with a .552 win percentage. They're 2.5 games back. 39-29 at home. 40-35 on the road. I mean, these two teams, they win on the road. They live on the road. But the last 10 games, 3-7. So they are starting to slip. And then here's the Rangers, 3 games back, 78-64 with a .549 win percentage, 45-30 at home, 33-34 away. Last 10 games, 3-7. Now, that's the problem, right? They're 33-34. They're sub 500 on the road. And where are they going to be for like the next 15 days? On the road. This is terrifying. Makes me more nervous by the day. And then not to mention, they are playing the Blue Jays for 4 straight games. That's a bit much, I think. I really am hoping for a split. I meant to get the actual pitching. I'm going to get that right now. We're going to TexasRangers.com. Let's get the probable pitching. I want to see probable pitchers, man. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Doing things live is great, but there's nothing with it, right? There's no editing. We just go. All right. So Monday, 6:07 pitch time. You've got Dane Dunning, 9-6. He's got a 3.88 ERA with 115 strikeouts going up against Chris Bassick, both right-handers. Bassick is 14-7, a 3.69 ERA and 158 strikeouts. There you go. Scherzer hits the bump Tuesday. Now, Scherzer is 12-6 with a 3.91 ERA, and he's going up against Hyun-Jin Ryu, 3-2. 2.65 ERA. Damn, that's a low ERA. 28 strikeouts. He hadn't played a lot of games, obviously, or hadn't got a lot of decisions. He's 3-2. And then Jordan Montgomery takes on Yuseki Kikuchi, both lefties. I didn't mention Serge is a right-hander and Hyun is a left-hander. But Jordan Montgomery's 8-11, 3.62 ERA, 144 strikeouts. Kikuchi is 9-5 with a 3.57 ERA. I haven't seen him go this far in advance on probable pitchers, but boy, they got them all out there. And then Nathan Eovaldi hits the bump on Thursday against Kevin Gausman, both right-handers. 11-4 with a 2.90 ERA, and then Gausman is a 11-8 with a 3.28 ERA. 217 strikeouts. Jesus. That's a ton. I'm looking more and more forward to Eovaldi getting his feet back under him and whatnot. They've definitely got him on like a pitch count the last couple times, and he got shelled as well. But, I want him to get back to pre-injury form because he was amazing. He was great to watch. He worked great. Great pitch location, pinpoint accuracy, nasty stuff. So that's where we're at. That's with pitching this week. I might hop back on to do a preview for the Friday series, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Guardians. I'll see if I have time. I don't see it being a problem, but as always, I'll try my best, I suppose. AL wildcard division leaders are Baltimore, Houston, and Minnesota, and then wildcard teams right now. The standings is Tampa Bay, Seattle, Toronto. And then Texas is right there, half game back. Boston and the Yankees, they're 5 and 6.5 games back, respectively. And then that's really about it. I mean, we're not going. I'd be shocked. I'm not going to say shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Boston or the Yankees went on a tear, but they've just been playing just mediocre. It's 500 baseball. It's not even like they're bad. It's just the fact that their division is so damn stacked this year. Let's take a look at that while we're here. Orioles 90-51, Rays 88-56, Blue Jays 80-63, Sox 72-70, Yankees 71-72. I mean, geez, it's not terrible. I've seen worse. So there he goes. I guess they'd updated, so now they're sub 500, the Yankees. I think that's one of the toughest divisions in the damn league, especially, or at least on the American League side. That's bonkers. And then the AL Central, you got the Twins 75-68, Guardians 68-75, Detroit, might as well mention them, 66-77. And then it snowballs down from there. You're talking White Sox are 20 games back, Royals are 31 games back. Their seasons are over. It is what it is. I don't even want to talk about the National League. I don't care. The Braves are still just steamrolling everybody, 93-49. The Dodgers 87-55. No one else really cares. The NL Central, the Brewers are going to squeak. They're going to get in the playoffs, and it's like the worst damn division there is. I mean, by looking at the wins, that's what I mean. I mean, obviously everybody's kind of around one another. The Cardinals are they're 16.5 games back. That's not crazy compared to other divisions. But like I said, Astros are still up in the first place. Mariners 2.5 games back. Rangers are 3 games back. The Mariners are starting to slip. The Astros are catching their stride. So I'd watch out for the Astros at this point. But the Mariners, I really do see them dropping. I mean, I don't know if they're going to fall out of the wild card race, but it's absolutely possible. Oh, yeah. Tasty beverage on this beautiful day. Texas Ranger injuries. Josh Young, Texas manager Bruce Bochy said Young. Why do I say Jung still? Young, his thumb, could return as early as next week's series against Cleveland, beginning Friday. So there you go. He might be back in the lineup Friday. We need him. We miss him. We love him. Brad Miller, DH, he's on 60-day IL, hamstring. He'll start a rehab assignment Friday with a AA Frisco team. Love going to that ballpark in Frisco, the Rough Riders. It's small, intimate. It's cool. A lot of bits going on. It's a little too family friendly. You know what I mean? A lot of kids running around, but it is a good time. You go out there for summer. You're hanging out, enjoying yourself, having a cold beer, and just enjoying yourself. And there's always something going on. There's no downtime out there. And then last, we got Adolis Garcia, 10-day IL. The Rangers place Garcia on the 10-day injured list Friday with a right patella tendon strain. So we just need him to rest up. Just get some rest. Get back to us 100%, my man. We want him in the lineup. We want Young in the lineup. We want these guys. We need these guys. It's the playoff push. It's September 11th. It's September 11th when you're listening to this, and it's like 3 weeks of baseball left. It's time to get going. Time to get. Let's keep winning. All those games you lost against terrible teams will come back to bite you in the ass right now. You have to actually go to Toronto and try to steal games up there. You'll be lucky to leave 500. You know what I mean? It's a long 4-game series. And with Cleveland's not a terrible team, but we should be able to beat Cleveland. Take 2 out of 3. I'm not calling in for any more sweeps. I've learned my lesson. But, hey, I'm getting out of here. Thank you all so very much for being a part of this podcast. I'll see you later. I'm RD. This is The Roundup. Let's go, Rangers.
Let's go, Rangers! Let's go, Rangers! Let's go, Rangers!
Thanks for listening to Roundup.